All right, we are live in effect, people. We are live. Hey, so did everybody have a chance to check out the video?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Who is iPhone 4?
That's me, Miss Rose.
Oh, all right, Miss Rose, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good tonight. How are you?
We're doing wonderful,
Great.
All right, so we all know these are very short videos, so I'm gonna kind of give the first one a little play, and then we'll talk about it.
To make millions of dollars, man, you gotta have, people have to understand, stop looking for cheap ways to get rich. Stop looking for cheap ways to get rich. Now, I know what people say. How do I get this cover? But to be honest with you, when I tell y'all, you're gonna need some tax deductions. You're gonna need some, I look for ways sometimes to invest in my business so the government won't tax me, because I make a lot of money. It amazes me how people want the house, the car, the yacht, and everything, but on the other side, they're like, all right, now, they're gonna draft my account this month. First of all, we're not drafting your account this month. You're investing in a business this month. When you pay your cell phone bill, do you say they're gonna ask for it again this month? When you pay your internet bill, do you say they're gonna draft my account this month? Isn't it amazing how business owners be like, we're gonna get rich? How much is it again? It's just that's how I know that's why everybody don't own a business. You know, you never, ever say, the cable bill gonna draft this month, because you know you watching cable. These folks ain't working for free. They done got your scores up. They done got your debt down. They done got your taxes down. They done got your investments up. You can't be part of a membership that's saving you all that money. I'm not talking to y'all. I want y'all to understand the mentality of people. Anytime people use the word draft or free, it's the only industry I know where you can become a multi-millionaire for $100-some. And guess what? They want that to be gone too. It just amazes me. You can become a multi-millionaire for $100-some a month, and people act like the company doing something to them. That just bothers me sometimes. And I want to make sure that as business owners, we grow from that. Like, look, that's gonna be the least of your concerns. If you open up a dry cleaners or a daycare or a lawn care or a nail salon, ask any traditional business owner if they wish their expenses was $149. You become with a digital business with experts doing all the work, and we are like, now they drafting, they drafted me this month. They're not drafting you this month. That's your overhead this month. You see the difference? That's just how people are. And I want us to overcome that mentality. Let me share something with you guys. Y'all are fine. I'm just real transparent. I tell a lot of my business. It's okay, because I don't believe anybody can judge me but the man upstairs. So I own a property called Bean Acres, right? 20 acres of land that I've turned into a resort, I call it a retreat, Bean Acres Retreat. And it has a lake and the whole nine. And I have a house on the property that I revamped. So I put the house on Airbnb, right? And I also put it on a platform where people can rent my lake, and movie companies here in Atlanta use it for production and films and murder scenes and all kind of cool stuff. I'm gonna show you how even with the money I've made, even I have to check myself. I had to check myself. When I see what the amount was that the company received from the client, right? The website is called Gigster, that they received from the movie company. And then when I see how much they're giving me, do you know I had the nerve to get an attitude? I want y'all to know what I'm saying. I'm like, so wait a minute, whoa. The booking is $7,000. The booking is $4,000. But I'm gonna get $3,250. Y'all taking my $750? No, they're not taking your $750, Brian. You wouldn't have got the client. They went to the website for you to get them. No, they're not taking your money, Brian. They pay the insurance if somebody damaged the house. Guess who paid for it? Them. If somebody twists their ankle and want to file some kind of claim, guess who paid for it? Them. You see, if somebody break the window. I want the whole 4,000, but I want none of the responsibility of the marketing. I want none of the responsibility of the claim. I want none of the responsibility of the insurance. See, I had to check myself. I'm like, wait a minute. I wouldn't have got the $4,000 production company if they didn't go to this website. See, we all have to check ourselves sometime when it comes to money, because your relationship with money is what determines how much you make. So when I checked myself, I said, hold on. These people bringing me all these bookings. They got the search engine. They take care of the booking itself. They take care of the payout. They take care of the commissions. They take care of the insurance. Man, take your little percentage off the top. But you know what's funny? We don't get mad at that with our paycheck. We see our gross and we see our net and we go, that's just the way it works. But you don't get mad at them federal taxes though. I just want y'all to come with me on this journey of getting people to step their game up when it comes to $149. I know 3 for free is a popular saying, and that's cool, it's catchy, but we gotta stop, and use it, okay? You won't hear me use it, you'll hear me say, we'll show you how to self-fund your business. But I want us to make sure we understand when you're in business. And when you're in business, there is expenses, long as it's not more than your revenue. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that serves you well.
All right. So after watching that video, what's some of the issues that y'all have encountered with this?
Well, a lot of people don't understand that what the overhead cost of what it is to go about having a business. You know, I recently just saw the local Burger King in my area, unfortunately had a grease fire, and that location was in business for over 25 plus years, but the insurance is going to be able to take care of that. So you got to realize what the overhead cost of it, not to just go in there and just flip burgers and just serve the Whoppers. You got to realize what this overhead is costing you to make sure that you can open your doors back up again and all of the above. So it shouldn't be 150 shouldn't be a major issue if it's bringing you an additional 200 to 800 just in general cash flow in general, plus all the business, everything else that comes in the back office with it, bill shredder and credit restoration, credit upgrade and all the above.
All right. So when you're let's look at it when you're talking to a prospect. When you're talking to a prospect and they ask questions about it, how do y'all approach 149?
So for me the main thing I took from the video and being in this thing, kind of long as we all been in there, I revert back to realizing people are gonna not get it, and that's okay. People are gonna be people. And knowing that, being cool with their decision is part of the battle. That's how I first approach it. So when they have those complaints about that 149 or whatever the fees are, I flip it and I kind of show them how it's an investment within themselves more than just them losing or throwing money away. It turns into a teaching moment. It's a teaching moment every time.
Okay, Miss Rose, what you got?
I'm just listening. I don't know as much as everybody else knows, and I'm just kind of getting in.
Oh, hey, so what was your mentality with it? You know what I'm saying? Are you thinking, what did you have any of those issues that he brought up?
I think I did in the beginning, and I had some issues with my taxes and owing the government another $4,000 and some dollars at the end of the year after they've taken everything else from me. And I'm kind of like, I've got to do something. I've got to make some changes somewhere because this is not working.
Yeah.
And that was the reason that I felt that maybe it was worth at least giving it a try, get into the business and find out what it was about and how could I help myself in this. And I'm very pleased that so far, I just haven't jumped in fully like I should have, but I think I'm pretty pleased right now and what I've got going on.
Okay. All right. Tammy, what you got?
Well, I had to, when I saw the video, I thought about like what Brian was saying about how people look at things, cheap ways of trying to get rich, they don't want to be responsible for nothing. They want it all handed to them pretty much, but you have to really take time to put into your business, what you want to get out of it and, find ways to invest in your business so that it's always prospering. And yeah.
All right. So basically what I want people to think about is how many people don't actually get to tax season to even see the benefits of the business. That, what I'm saying, all that they look at the, okay, well, I may not get an instant pay raise, but they don't realize that come tax time, all these expenses they currently have are now deductions. Right. So
Right.
so you got to be, that's why we kind of want to have this meeting now, because we want to start doing stuff like this regularly. So when we get our new members to join the organization, we can send them to watch these 3 videos immediately. So we can go ahead and start shifting their mindset to actually want to, see the services out and not quit before they even get their documents uploaded, to see what the experts can do with them. Make sure they start. So one of the next videos we're going to get into is how they, can self-fund their business right outside. What you got, Coach D?
Also, another one of the biggest things is, you talk about $149 as an overhead, right? You compare that when people complain to me about, that being a lot of money. I asked them, what do they think the overhead would be if they went out and started a traditional brick and mortar business, right? So those same tax deductions that you're going to be able to get, all 476 of them for $149, or you go out and start a traditional brick and mortar where your overhead is probably going to be $50,000 to $100,000 a year. You do the math, right? It just naturally makes sense to be able to go out and teach something that wasn't taught in school, and to do it at a price point, that you're getting the same benefits, you're getting the same tax deductions, you're getting all of this other stuff that comes with the actual membership. And on top of it, you got experts to actually do all of the work for you, right? So that's my way of selling the actual business to them. And when I put it to them that way, 85% of the people, they honestly see it from that actual perspective. Now, of course, it's going to be always, that 10 to 15% of people that it don't matter what you do, they're going to challenge it because they're going to think that it should be free. But, ain't nothing in life free. So,
So we got to remember, we working with people who ready right now.
Exactly.
So understand the value of what you got, and don't waste your time with people who are not ready now. Give them the information, put them in front of the overview, but don't waste your time trying to over explain the business. Just say it, move them out the way. And everybody that's actually seen, eventually we'll get to one of the trainings where we do the power of infinite returns, right? So when your overhead is only $149 a month, but your growth potential, if you're $540 a month, or, your rate of return on your investments, your credit score, your debt going down, all the benefits that you're having, your daily pay, that value versus what you actually pay, is a huge margin that, we can make up for. Like if you opened up a McDonald's, your monthly overhead is, is probably a good 12 to 15 grand. before you even bring, you know what I'm saying, before you start making profits on your first customer. So those are little things we got to think about. So go ahead and get into.
I'm sorry. I meant to ask. I'm sorry to interrupt. I did miss it. What did he say the average cost was for your to start a brick and mortar?
Well, I mean, it depends on the different types of brick and mortar. Some are going to be more expensive than others, but most of them are going to cost you, you know what I'm saying, a good, at least a couple $1,000s a month before you even make a profit.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I started a gym and I had a $2,000 overhead. So I had a $25,000 debt and a $2,000 overhead before I made $1 profit every month.
Wow.
So let's do the math. I got to bring in enough customers. You know what I'm saying? When I'm selling my product for $300-$400 per customer, how many customers do I got to have before I even reach profit mode? And then when I hit, you know what I'm saying, after I get the $2,000 a month, you know what I'm saying, then I got to look at the amount I got to pay for the $25,000 that I owe. So it really breaks down to about $3,000 a month before I even reaped $1 profit.
Yep.
Yes, there are three ways. There are three ways that customers and business owners can do what I call have it fund and pay for itself. Okay. And the reason I use those terms is because I like for people to understand it in business. We got to stop looking for something to be free for free, right? And I get it. That's just a term in our home-based business. But I like to get people to say it pays for itself. Because let's be honest, in business, we got to have some expenses. But let's make sure that the expenses are way low and the profits are way high. Here are three ways that you can pay for, it can pay for itself. You ready? One, the W-4 adjustment pays for the business. That's the easiest way, because what happens is if you have a job, the minute you start a business, your life circumstances have changed. That's what the form is for. A lot of people don't know that because we fill out the W-4, they put you in HR and you go 0, 0, 0, 1, I'm married, 0, 1, I got a child, 0, and then you don't look at your W-4 for 15 years. And I'm not talking to you, I'm just saying people with a job, right? They don't look at the W-4. So what happens is when you get a business, your deductions become exemptions. That's what a lot of people miss. It's like the best kept secret on the planet. So what happens is the government's way of saying, we will pay for that. We want you to have a business and we'll pay for it. We're going to put more money back in your paycheck. We're going to lower your taxes because your circumstances have changed. I'm going a long-winded way because I want y'all to really get this. You will be looking at a person crazy once they understand if they don't have a business, they overpay in taxes. If they have a business, on average, they save $600 a month in taxes. So the first way to get the business covered is to adjust your W-4 and let the new 300, the new 419, the new 786, the new 208 pay for it. That's number one. Number two, if you sponsor 3 business partners, 3 QFDs, and get 1 customer, you just became commissionable for the daily guarantee. That's $5 per day. 5 times 30 is $150. Boom. Now, every single time you get paid on Friday, you cover. You see what I'm saying? So the 3 business partners and the 1 customer is what makes you commissionable for the daily guarantee. In other words, my $1,000 a day, for example, it comes because I got at least 3 people and 1 customer. Now you got the different tiers, but it started with $5. The third way to cover it, and this is for your customers too. Now this third way is for both of y'all, business partners and customers. If you sponsor 3 customers, your 99 is waived. Now that one is truly waived. In other words, it goes away. 3 customers on the 99.
Anthony Anderson, I have the same part.
This plan now only pays $50 for their back office and their website, capture pages, tools, commissions. The 99 is gone. So that's 3 ways to make sure your 149 is covered. That's why our retention in MWR is so high, because most people get the money right back in their paycheck. That pays for it. 3 people in the business and 1 customer pays for it with the $5 a day times 30, and 3 customers waives the 99, and your 99 is free. So now you only pay $50. So there's 3 ways to cover it.
Hi, this is Stephanie. So I do have a question. Let me give it back to you. You gave some phenomenal information, some information that I knew of that I haven't been hearing about lately, and there's some new information as well. So as you were explaining to Thera about the 149, Will, you mentioned that, and I may have heard it wrong. You mentioned that the $100 will be waived, but will we continue to pay the $50?
Yes. On the one where you get the customers, okay, so 3 customers waive the 99, which is your membership, which is also being a customer. So 3 customers waives the 199 for both of us, right? If you're in the business, it waives it, and if you're not in the business, it waives it. But remember, in the business, ours is 150. So the only way to cover the 150 is the 3 business partners and 1 customer. In other words, your daily pay will cover it for $5 a day, and you're gonna be making way more than that. So that's gonna be the least of your concerns. So you got to pay the 50. If you get 3 customers, you're only paying the 50. If you get 3 business partners and 1 customer, you ain't paying nothing because the business pays for it.
All right. So, now that we talked about the 3 ways to fund your business, right? So just think about that. All right. How many people on here have already got their fees waived? So
I'm next.
Brett, tell me the first way you self-funded your business for the month.
3 customers.
So you went and got your 3 customers and got your stuff waived?
Correct.
Right. Donald, what was your first thing? What self-funded your business?
Same thing, and 1 member.
So you got your three customers and your 1 member. Now you making $5 a day.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing wave. For me, the first thing I did, I joined for the taxes because I was still in the Army working my job. So it put $540 a month in my paycheck. Now, 150 versus 540 a month is a no-brainer. Tammy, what about you?
Well, I don't have any customers anymore or any partners.
But you're still reaping the tax benefits, right?
Yes, and I am reaping the benefits for the bill shredder and the smart credit.
Yeah, that's actually another way to actually self-fund your business, right? So if they get you $50 a month on your cell phone bill, $20 a month on your internet, another, you know what I'm saying? What else you got? Your cable bill, another $30. You know what I'm saying? So if once those add up per month, you know what I'm saying? There you go. That's a whole different way that's not even in the video.
Exactly.
Right. So the speed in uploading your documents and letting the experts go to work is, you know what I'm saying, is gonna benefit you if you actually put in the work and go ahead and get started. Right. So Coach D. Will, what you got?
So mine was honestly kind of simultaneously. When Brian called me, I was in New York and it was about 12:30 in the morning, and I signed up immediately, and I signed up like 6 people about 1 o'clock. So within 30 minutes, I signed up 6 people and and my outside customer, and I actually never even got the $5 text message. I immediately went to 20 a day. But also uploading the documents for both myself and Ruthie, uploading our 2 pay stubs and our previous year's tax returns also brought $960 back in our next paychecks as well. So essentially what you just said, AJ, if I don't even look at, a daily guarantee was what it used to be called back in the day. If I didn't even get the 600 a month, we were still bringing in 1,000 a month also. And then we start sharing that to say, hey, even if you don't go out and essentially recruit, educate, bring anybody else in this business, if we're leaving $1,000 on the table every month, how much money are you leaving on the table? And that caused people to really go, and think about it. Not to mention, I had a pretty spirited conversation with Brian Bean that we'll save for another day, but it was a challenge that was issued at that time. And then I turned around after bringing in 6 people within 30 minutes. I went out in another day and brought in another 7 people and essentially just took off from there. But again, it's all about selling the benefits of what MWR brings. I wasn't selling any features. I'm selling the benefits. I could use this extra $12,000 a year. The benefit of bringing in an extra $12,000 a year is now, at that time, my wife is in position to pay this vehicle off that we just went and financed for 60 months. We're going to pay it off. And we were saying 36. We had no clue that we was going to be able to do it in 13, right? So we just start selling the actual benefits of it. So mine was honestly kind of a 2-head monster.
Yeah. And so, and that's one of the things, man. Brian put this in my head a while ago. He said, if you went to Oprah Winfrey and tried to tell her about making an additional $3 million, she'd be like, I make enough money. But if you went to Oprah Winfrey and said, hey, let me show you how you losing $3 million, she's gonna see, okay, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different mentality when you telling people how you're actually losing money, you know what I'm saying? And then show them the benefits of using the experts to put that money back in, and it actually accelerate the program of what you're trying to do to get ahead. Like you said, it becomes a monster. That $540 a month helped me eliminate $26,000 worth of debt in less than 8 months. So it's a double-headed monster if you actually put in the work.
And then the thing that it also does for you is, it just, and I really wish I could give people this feeling, like it gives you a completely different posture. I really just think that's the biggest missing component of what we have, right? Is we actually going out and we trying to sell something. I was just having a conversation, last night with a young lady who text thread, talked to Bean, seen the videos, been on the live chats, been on the Zooms, talked to Bean again, seen the video a second time, because we know most people need to see the presentation at least twice. I'm a number one, I'm a number one, I'm a number one, I'm a number one. And still, for whatever reason, don't have the 149. But then tell me that I'm on the verge of being evicted now. And it's like, well, okay, so that's all the more reason why you need to be running to this. How much money you losing? You working 60, 70 hours a week, and you don't even realize you're giving 55% of that away to Uncle Sam. So if we just calling a spade, you actually taking a loss working all of these hours. And for me, my posture is, my heart goes out to you, because I never want to use what I've been blessed with, to rub it in somebody's face, but I also can't feel sorry as well, because we all got the same opportunity, right? You can find 150 to go out to dinner with Bay last weekend, or go to the movies, or what I'm saying? Like, you could find the 150 to go do something in that moment, but you can't find the 150 that's going to change your life. So in that regard, my posture's been strong enough to say it just kind of is what it is at that point, because what's more important to you, right? You can tell me all day you want to make sure you have something better for your kids. You want to make sure you're passing on a legacy and everything else. But to me, honestly, that's just lip service. That's just like you lip wrestling at that point. Don't tell me about it. Show me.
Yeah.
Just show me.
So people, we got to know that everybody in America is weird, negative bias people, right? So
Right.
we had the problem, you know what I'm saying? We prioritize the problem over the solution.
Exactly.
Right. This is the solution, but you're being evicted. So you're saying I can't invest in the solution because I'm being evicted from my apartment.
And my response to her was, I was like, look, sis, I'm gonna just keep it all the way real with you, right? I'm only telling you this. I only shared this information with you if you really take a step back and really look at it. I only shared this information with you because I care enough about you to help you change your situation. So if I'm just being completely transparent and I'm being completely contrite, I'm not trying to get you in anything. I'm trying to get you out of something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you out of this lifestyle of living paycheck to paycheck, getting paid on Friday and you broke by Saturday afternoon. I'm trying to get you out of the sleepless nights. I'm trying to get you out of this deciding whether you're going to pay the light bill or the cell phone bill. Is the baby's going to be able to go on a field trip or they're going to have to stay at home with you this time because you ain't got it? I'm not trying to get you in nothing. I'm really trying to help you get out of it.
Yeah.
Like I sleep good at night because I once was in it also, but now I'm out of it. And I promise you, on this side of the coin, it's a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole lot better.
Whole different stress level.
Hey, like you said, we can't sit there and focus on the problem. We got to focus on the solution.
I wanted to mention something real quick too, because it's not mentioned often, but it just happened to me because I got an email today. So negotiating one of my bills, right? It was a cell phone, one of my cell phone bills. Now they sent me the email basically saying that they can't negotiate it. They don't see, at this point in time that they can negotiate it to a lower amount. But they see farther ahead, like in March, where they can negotiate it again, and they put it on their calendars. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that tells me I don't even have to track that. So that's another stressor I don't even have to worry about. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things that's not talked about that the professionals do as well for us. They add stuff to that calendar and it eliminates that issue. That stress.
They don't get paid unless they save us some money.
That part.
So who trying to miss a paycheck?
Yeah.
Think about it. Who trying to miss a paycheck?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really trying to miss no paycheck. So my posture's so strong. I don't have time for it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. My stress level is we going to Italy or we going to Rome. Them my stresses now.
Hey, that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't get to that point until you actually take the time.
That first step.
We all know it's what you do in your 5 to 9 that gets you off your 9 to 5.
True.
Right. So if you know that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to look at the hour difference. That's you give half of the time you give to a job and you can quadruple or get infinite returns on your money for less time, because now you moving your money. We all know it's only 3 ways we get paid: W-2, 1099, and capital gains.
Mm-hmm.
The broke people get their money by W-2. The wealthy take their W-2, put it into a business and invest in capital gains and live off of that. So if we see the 1%ers and that's the way they do it, why are we not using experts to do it? Jeff Bezos don't know nothing about doing his own taxes. But Amazon didn't pay taxes for 15 years straight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had experts do it for him.
Yep.
And you can get experts for $150 a month. And all you got to do is type a message or pick up a phone and upload some documents. That's it. Right. So the last one is about the $5 a day. I don't want to keep everybody on here too late. So if you watch the $5 a day video, what questions y'all got about that?
I really don't have any questions for it.
No, I don't have any questions either. It's pretty self-explanatory with the way the system works, you know.
Right. So immediately, if we can show everybody that's new that all you have to do is help 3 people make money by referring them to the experts. So all you're doing is bringing them to us, letting us give them the information. So all you have to do is expose them to us.
Okay.
That's it.
The training is happening all the time. All you got to do is listen to people's conversations and say, hey, I got a solution. Hey, my credit went from a 605 to a 797. Man, you said you want to get your credit score fixed. I got a solution for you. Here, watch this 17-minute video. After you watch this 17-minute video, let's get you on this training, this live training Zoom on Wednesday.
Be excited about it too, man.
For real.
Y'all gotta have some life.
You got the golden ticket.
I only have to go in the office one day a week, man. But I swear, they like, man, dude, you just come in here with a whole different energy. Like you always smiling. Hey, man, if you just knew what I knew, and a lot of you guys watch me, and I talk to you about it, and y'all got some amazing stuff that y'all have already accomplished. It's just more so about exposure and exposing it now.
Man, because y'all ain't telling the stories. Y'all really not telling y'all stories.
Before the $750,000, man, I promise y'all, man, that Ruthie, me and Ruthie paid this car note off in 13 months was I told that for like a year and a half before anything else. Because think about how many people in a car note.
True.
I told that for a year and a half. Brett, man, you gotta like when Brian now talking about it, like I really took a step back and just looked at a lot of the stuff that come to me either on social media or a lot of stuff that I see on social media. And I'm like, man, we really have assets over here. Like we really got it. It's documented proof. Brett, you got a documented proof video or photo with you with the big old red, Christmas bowl on the vehicle, and now a paid in full letter that you didn't go to full term on. Come on, man, you know how many people out here looking for that right now? Tell it a lot. I be screaming that from the I don't know if y'all know. Brian get on my case about this all the time. I absolutely hate to brag on myself. I hate to talk about anything that I have. Hey man, my big homie, man, he bought himself a Jeep and paid that thing off in half of the time. Like think about it, Brett, because none of y'all was there. Brett, when we was in LA, think about when we was at Santa Monica Pier and I shot my first video. Whose testimony did I shoot a live video on?
It was on mine.
It was on yours.
Yep.
We on the beach. I'm doing his testimony. I could have been out there talking about I got 2 parcels of land. I got 2 private reserves account. My net worth $750,000. I got this. I got that. I could have did all this bragging on me, and I talked about him. Man, my guy Ajaie over in Clarksville, Tennessee, got 3 Airbnbs on his way to pick up a couple more. I'm trying to put a couple dollars in with him so I could get in on one. I promise you I brag about y'all all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
And it's too many people's stories in this organization to tell. You don't even have to tell yours. It's so many of them out there. Oh, we got a whole page dedicated to these stories. We've got a whole YouTube page of just testimonial videos. It's all laced into our text messages, our text threads. Just go to the members' text threads and send them a text message. Hey, 3 instant pay raises. Send that out.
Real
Done. Every day, how many text threads you get from me?
Oh man, he lightened me up. Someone like, man, AJ, can I wake up first, man? I still got eye boogers, you know. I roll over with, you know, one eye open, responding to text threads. But it's all good because it's on autopilot now.
That's it. Because literally all I do is wake up. Every time I meet somebody, I get their phone number. And I immediately, I'm standing right there in front of them. I put them in a 3-way text with Don and say, hey, let's get them to the video. That's it.
That's it.
If I can't get to them, or if it take me a minute to get to them, hey, Bean, me, AJ, and Bean got our own text thread. Hey, Bean, could you take over this one? I got a meeting that I got to run into. Like Brian, I don't want to say he on standby, but we got Brian in our hip pocket to help out whenever. Charles Ivory in our hip pocket to help out whenever. Christy Howard to help out whenever.
The bad part is you don't have to do anything but put them in a text thread. And you start receiving the checks. I ain't receiving your checks. You are. Telling you, man, it's a different ball game when, like I said, I don't waste no time with folks. Hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. Hey, this is what I do. Okay, let me get your number. Here, this text thread might text off intro if you're interested. 3-way text with Don. And I'm out the way. I'm out the way. But yeah, man, look, I'm trying to keep these going, man. We definitely want to put out like some assignments. You know what I'm saying? And so Brett, I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Next training is on you. Okay. What videos we gonna watch? What we gonna talk about? And put it in a test thread. Set up a meeting. You finna start making y'all leaders, man. Me and Don can't do it all. We're gonna put y'all on the spot. So and like you said, we gotta do more, be more involved about getting our people here, because this right here is what's gonna keep them in the business.
Correct.
Right? This is what is going to motivate them to understand that this is easy. It's not time consuming at all. You're out meeting people anyway. I literally get their phone number when I meet them because we had a conversation, and I put them in a text thread and I forget about it.
I know a lot of y'all about to be on the road, Florida, Georgia, Vegas. Hey man, those are the perfect opportunities to shoot a quick promo video and talk about the tax deductions of, you know, Uncle Sam paying for you because you're going to a business event. Them perfect opportunities. And when you get to your destination, you somewhere warm and sunny and palm trees and all of this. Come on, man.
Remember, your life is the business now. You know what I'm saying? You are an entity. So everything you do is a business expense. You writing that off.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'll tell you, like I paid $7,000 for Airbnb for all the males in my family. I'm writing that off. It's a business expense. I'm priming my family for the business. This is it. Because I'm like, dang, man, you pay $7,000 for this? Yeah. This is what my business do for me. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So it's the little things that, you know what I'm saying, like you're able to do now that are going to change, and people are going to start looking at you differently. Like, oh man, this dude is he must, this business he doing must be legit. Yeah, I don't care. I can write that off. That's coming back. Right. So, hey, I appreciate y'all signing on, man. Brett, we'll be looking for the next training in the chat.
I'll definitely be reaching back out to you. Most likely tomorrow evening. I'll contact you directly.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
So excuse me.
Yeah.
So are we gonna have the meetings like every week? So
Oh yeah, we got to start doing this every week.
okay.
I mean, it's up to y'all on the frequency. Like I said, it's not something y'all have to do everywhere. Like I said, this is live streamed to my YouTube page, so you can. We can go back and view this anytime. But like, you know what I'm saying? These are things y'all got to start setting up. You know what I'm saying? It's easy because now that you got the YouTube page, that's what's going to bring you customers 10, 20 years from now. This live stream right here. Because what is Brian doing? He's sending y'all 2 and 3 minute clips of videos he did 20 years ago.
True.
Yep.
And people are contacting him and joining this organization from videos he did 20 years ago. Right. So remember, everything that you do is going to bring you customers, but maybe not today, but years down the road. And like you said, as long as you're getting paid on the way to $8,500 a day, I ain't mad. Who on here got a problem with getting paid $80 a day on their way to $240 to $8,500 a day?
I don't.
Sick with having.
Not at all.
All right, who got a problem with 140?
Oh, definitely not me.
That works for me too.
Who got a problem with $400 a day?
I'll take it.
Absolutely, right? So all it takes is just, all you got to do is be here. Be here and be present. And eventually those dollar amounts are going to keep rising because all you're doing is just meeting new people and sending them information.
Sure.
That's it. I'm just educating people on stuff that I wish I'd have known when I was 18 years old.
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right, I'll definitely contact you, like I said, with the next part of the meeting. I'll most likely be doing that tomorrow evening and contact you directly.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Any closing remarks? Coach D. Wills, you know what I'm saying? This our man of the hour, our coach.
No, man, I just you know, I just want you guys to be extremely successful and no worries, no stress, no, you know, my biggest wish for everybody is that your stress or your worries is who you gonna help today, what charity you gonna donate to, you know, what vacation spot you gonna ultimately land on. Right now, I don't know, man, it's crazy. I want to leave y'all with this. Work on yourself in the morning so you can work on your prospects in the evening. Work on yourself in the morning so you can work on your prospects in the evening. I got back into a routine of going back to the gym every morning now because I got a little too heavy now, man. So I got to get some of this stuff off me. But when I'm in the gym, it used to be Jay-Z, you know, it used to be, you know, T.I., and that was just all mindset training. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. What y'all think about is what y'all bring about.
Yep.
You got to change the way you think. And that is honestly been a message that I'm not only sharing with you guys here, but it's a message that I've been sharing with my staff all week also. What you think about is what you bring about. What you put out in the atmosphere is what the man upstairs is going to give you. So if you always thinking negative thoughts, or it's always self-doubt, or if it's always pity, or if it's always ain't nobody going to take a look at it, or it's always it ain't going to be this, or it ain't going to be that, guess what, y'all? It ain't going to come.
Ain't gonna be.
It's not gonna come. I've been saying this. Literally, I was talking to a good friend of mine earlier today. I've been saying this for 22 years now, that I'm gonna retire or have the option to retire about 45. I've been saying that for 22 years. Didn't know how it was gonna happen. I'm not 45 yet, but I got the option to retire at 45 now. I've just been saying this for 22 years. I ain't know nothing about an MWR or a network marketing company, but this is just something that I've been putting in the atmosphere for 22 years. I just turned 40, net worth $750,000. I've been saying this for 22 years, y'all. Everybody I talk to, man, you crazy. That really, like, people weren't even thinking the way I was thinking when I was 24. Oh yeah, man, 20 years from now, I ain't beginning to punch no clock. Not if if I do, it's gonna be because I want to, not because I have to. Y'all gotta change the way y'all think, man. Y'all, every inspirational, motivational mindset video that I listened to so far this week that talked about how to become a millionaire, how to become a billionaire, on not a single one of them so far this week have I heard anything about investing or anything. It has all been from 4 different individuals now. It's all been about mindset. It's all been about mindset. Like, think about it. You can be sick and not know you sick, go to the hospital or go to the doctor's office. They tell you you sick, and then all of a sudden it happened. I had COVID. I had COVID. I moved about for 5 days with COVID and was completely fine. Completely fine. The second I took a COVID test and found out I tested positive for COVID a half a year ago, 20 minutes later, I was on my deathbed. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, shoot, I got COVID, man. I'm like, your mind, is amazing what the mind can actually do. It's amazing what the mind can do. So my only thing that I will leave with you guys is, hey, man, stop thinking small, stop thinking negative. Think big, think positive, and think who you can help. Think big, think positive, and think who you can help. Think big, think positive, and think who you can help. And watch the man send them on to you.
Mm-hmm. When your dreams are big, your problems are small.
That's it. That's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all getting on. I don't want to hold you guys super late either. I got another Zoom I got to jump on in a minute, so I'm actually log off. But y'all have a good night, man. God bless everybody.
All right, good night.
Thank
man.
you.
Good night.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know I enjoyed this.
Good deal. Good.
That's why we here. We here to make sure y'all enjoy it, and that's what this is what we're doing. So let's keep this going.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds great.
Peace out.
Thank you.
All right.
Great information.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks,
Thank
AJ.
you.
Thanks, Don.